Virgos, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for 2023's reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the middle card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. But before we get started, I pulled out a universe card. And it says, I want continual joyous growth. So I'm going to read this card to you before we even get started with this reading. Glasses. I am a growth-seeking being, and it is exhilarating to remember that expansion is not only natural, but inevitable. I love knowing that joy is simply a choice. So since expansion is inevitable, I choose to have it in joy. Don't we all need more joy? And it is very contagious, just like anything else. Might as well be joy, right? Okay, I love that card. So, we are going to get started with your reading. Let's get your cards out here for Virgos. What can you expect in 3? What's coming in for you for Virgo? And any advice is always appreciated from the universe. Virgos are Virgos. That one came out first, and that one. Okay, let's see what we have here so far, Virgo. I always put the cards down in the same order that they come out of the deck. This is still a general reading, so it won't resonate with everyone. You can take from it what you will, what works for you. You can turn it around. You can check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self, or get a private reading from somebody that you trust. I am, by the way, running a special through January 18th for private readings, a 2-part, a lot like what you see here. Or you can get a regular 3-part reading for 5. Just send me an email. Click on the description box. My email's in there to get you started. So, Virgos. The overall energy of your reading is the 7 of Pentacles. You're getting tired. You've been tired. You've been hoping for a long-term relationship, for commitment, and security, waiting for that bush to actually bear fruit. And look how bored. Look at how like you're about ready to give up. This is what we're talking about. I have a feeling if this is the overall energy, something's happening. Something's changing in 3. Up here in your highest energy, the 3 of Cups, this is a happy reunion. Could be at a happy gathering. But there's a lot of love here and a lot of joy associated with this card. These are the 2 strongest energies in the whole reading. You know, I feel like there is someone, for those of you, I think there's someone you've reconnected with in your life that is being very, very slow at commitment. I think you have love for them. I think they have love for you. But I think this is a reconnection person. Let's keep reading. I have the 6 of Swords next to the 3 of Cups and right above the 7 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Swords, I see you moving forward here, away from rocky waters, the boredom, the feeling of giving up on commitment here, and moving towards smoother, more calmer waters, a more peaceful place in this relationship. Truth and clarity, I think there's going to be some conversations here. And I think this relationship, this reconnection relationship that we're talking about, you're probably already in it. Either that or you will be in it, but it almost feels like you're already in it. And you're already like feeling in the 7 of Pentacles energy. So I do feel like there'll be conversations, and it's actually going to help move this relationship forward. On a slower path, but doing it. It's happening. Next to the 6 of Swords is the Fool. Yeah, I think maybe you leaped in or back into this relationship a little quickly. This is living, in the moment, throwing caution to the wind. There's a lot of love, and there's a lot of joy associated with this card. It's fun, but I think you're starting, you know, you're the one that's waiting for the commitment. So I think you started to look for that, and the other person was not ready to come out of the Fool's energy. So it looks like you're getting away from that, though, because it looks like discussions are going to be taking place about this. I have the Two of Pentacles under the Three of Cups and next to the Seven of Pentacles. I think there's been a lot of highs and a lot of lows in this relationship as far as feeling like it's stable and secure and moving forward. Look at the ships bouncing around out there. It's kind of a rocky, like a roller coaster ride. Like one day you have hope, the next day you're like, it's never going to happen. It's tiring you out. What you really want to do is get balanced, and you want to move forward with this person. I have the Justice card on the other side of the Seven of Pentacles, and right under the Fool's energy. Well, yeah, you're starting to put your sword up now. You're starting to be a little more self-protectant. You're getting more balanced, because being out of balance, it's not something you can live with for a very long time. This is self-justice. This is the card for Libra. Libra might be strong in your chart or in someone else's, but you're putting your sword up and you're getting rebalanced. So seeking truth, seeking clarity, and that's going to help you move forward, it looks like here. And 3. So you really want to come out of that energy of the Fool here. They were the ones that were like not quite ready yet. Let's keep reading. This energy here of all the highs and lows, the hopes and the letdowns, it really caused some heartache, some heart pain. I got the Three of Swords. So, you know, it caused some sad moments because there's a lot of love involved here in this relationship. You really, really, really love this person. When you're together, it's fun. It's joyful. It's like, I feel I'm getting like these messages, like you are so happy when you're with them, and they're happy when they're with you, and you can't understand why they don't want to move forward. Why do they just want to stay in the energy of the Fool and risk losing you? It doesn't make sense to you. And you're up in your head about it. I got the Nine of Swords. Now, all this could be happening in me too, but you're coming out of it for 3. And we're going to find out exactly why. Nine of Swords, really, your alone time. I don't think they're around as often as you'd like them to be around. These swords of truth and clarity are just, you know, torturous. They keep going through your mind. And it's mostly because they can't commit to you. And it hurts you. It hurts your heart. I have the King of Wands next to the Nine of Swords and under the Justice card. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. That might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. But this is your energy. You're holding onto a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. And your other hand's on your hip, and you're ready to move forward. It's like, just say the word. Just, you know, ask, you know, to be committed. And I'm in. I'll be in. That you have so much passion for this person and love that you're ready to move forward with them. You really want them to come out of this energy of the Fool. Now, I think that you're going to, since the Six of Swords is right between the Fool and the Three of Cups, so the reunion and the energy that you were in, it looks like you're moving to a better place. Let's take out the second part of this reading. For Virgos. 23, please, for Virgos. What else do they need to know? Okay. What else do you need to know? We will find out. 23 for Virgos. Okay, all right. So, the King of Swords right next to the Fool card. Boy, are you aware of that energy? You're really putting your guard up against that Fool's energy. It's very mature thinking. The kings and queens are very mature thinking. You are seeking truth and clarity, and you want to know, is there any chance at all for this relationship to move forward? Seeking that truth, seeking that clarity, and look at where it's getting you. I have the Queen of Wands right next to the King of Swords. This is fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Might be strong, either in your chart or theirs, or both. But the Queen of Wands is the most passionate card in the whole deck. You have so much passion for this person. it's like passion can get you into trouble, and that's probably what got you in the fool's energy in the first place. That's like taking a leap of faith because of the passion. But wherever you put your love, whether it's flowers or pets or animals or people or work, whatever it might be, if you're in all the way. So that's what passion is. So you're starting to guard yourself now because you're wondering if they'll ever come out of the energy of the Fool and want to move forward with you. Well, I have the Knight of Wands next to the Queen of Wands. So this is why your heart hurts. This might carry over a little bit into 3, but I do see it resolving. I got to tell you that. And we're going to get there. I have the Knight of Wands. So they do give you hope. They run in, they give you hopes of fresh starts and new beginnings. So, the highs. And then they run out the Staff of Passion, the lows. So, they leave you alone. Your thoughts start going through your head. It's hurtful. But you love this person. This person's probably ran in and out of your life before. But, the heart wants what the heart wants. So male or female, I think they're going to run in and stay in by the looks of the rest of these cards. I have the 5 of Swords under the King of Swords and next to the Justice card. So you taking control of yourself, having your sword up, seeking the truth, seeking the clarity. You're letting a couple of energies go. Part of it is trust, I think. I think you've been in bad relationships before. And I think that part of it is maybe it's not moving fast enough for you because you've had other relationships. The energy is still lingering around you, and you're just expecting it to fall apart. But as you ask for the truth and ask for the clarity, you start to be able to pick up those swords. And you start to be able to let those old energies fade off into the distance. This really, it's next to the Ten of Swords and under the this is under the Queen of Wands. So the Swords is the card I call the end of the pain, the end of the suffering. That's great. And that's right next to the 5 of Swords. So that truth and clarity is really going to help you. Those conversations are really going to help this relationship move forward in 3. Here's Temperance, right next to the Ten of Swords and under the Knight of Wands. Well, Temperance, guardian angels and spirit guides, they have, this other person, they're around them too. Not only you, but them. And their job is to help them be tempered, to kind of bring them back down to earth. They want them to pull that foot out of the waters of emotion and put it on the ground with the other foot. So they want them to become more grounded. They want them to become more balanced because they're way out of balance. And it makes you out of balance, which makes you really crazy. And it hurts your heart. And they want you to be, and they want them to be more patient. It's like they want them to just slow down, take a deep breath, look at the moment for what it is. Don't let it slip through their fingers. And for you, it's to bring this pain and suffering to an end for you. They want you to be a little bit more patient with them because they're going through something. They're going through changes. They need to grow up, for one thing. And so I have the King of Wands down here. I have the Knight of Wands here. I think that they are going to change. I think part of what you're in your head about right here with the Nine of Swords is that they're not stepping up to the plate. Now, they are a soulmate. And I want to point out why. Because I have the King and Queen of Wands. You have a very passionate relationship. And it's the passions that really draw you together. It's undeniable. And it's just a beautiful, passionate relationship. Well, what they need to learn to do is just enjoy it and stop running out of it. Just stop, running away from it. They run in and then they run out. They got to stop doing that if they want to keep you around. And Temperance, your guardian angels, their guardian angels, they want you to be together. And that's why they're doing their job as far as trying to make you more patient, trying to make them more grounded. They want this whole relationship to get balanced. I have the Strength card. a card for Leo, right under the Five of Swords and next to the King of Wands, which is a fire sign, by the way. There's the infinity symbol, the symbol of intuition and knowing. You will know what to do, and you will find the strength and the courage to do it. And that's with the help of your guardian angels and spirit guides. So if you need to be patient, you're going to find the strength to be a little bit more patient. So if you need to ask for truth, if you need to, seek it out, have those conversations, it feels like it takes a little bit of courage to do so, but you will. And this is going to help because they really need to know. They're not mind readers, like they need to, and plus they're immature, but they need to know what it is that will make you happy. I have the Six of Wands right next to the Strength card and right under the Ten of Swords. This is the card for success in love. Look at all those wands in the background. Everybody's going to see you as a couple. This is, you might even end up engaged this year in E3. They're going to step up to the plate. They're going to run in. They're going to stay in. And E3. They're going to come in with this offer, the Knight of Cups, right under Temperance. So they're going to change from the Knight of Wands to the Knight of Cups. Oh, that's lovely. This is what Temperance wants for you. And it's going to happen. They're going to come in. They're going to, proclaim, that's the word I'm looking for, their love for you. They love you, and they don't want you to leave. They don't want to go. They don't want to jeopardize losing you again. And they're rediscovering or discovering their feelings for you, and they're going to let you know. So this is a sincere love offer. They can't do it while they're in the Knight of Wands. They have to make some changes. They have to look at this relationship for what it really is. It's a very loving and beautiful and passionate soulmate relationship. Oh my gosh, Virgos. Okay, let's take out an angel card. Let's find out what your guardian angels and spirit guides have to say about this reading. Virgos, please. Oh, we had one flip, so this is your card. That's the one we're going to read. My glasses on here. It's called the Helper of Abundance. Kind of reminds me of St. Patrick's Day. That might be when they come out and show you that they really, really do love you and want to be with you. Okay, the Helper of Abundance. Although you have a lot to do, it's important that you get organized first. Once planning is complete, you can roll up your sleeves and get to work. Your guardian angels surround you and are ready to help out. This card also indicates a very loving, kind, and loyal friend, someone with a big heart, a quick wit, and endless patience. Wow, this person could be you. Wow, Virgos. 3 is going to be better than 2. So Virgos, this is your reading. I thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot, and I want to thank guardian angels and spirit guides for helping me deliver this message.